Hey guys, what's up? Game Pizza Boy here, host of the Pizza Party. Welcome back on in. And in today's video, I'm going to be going through discussing my reactions throughout the event of PlayStation and showcase they did for this year in 2023. They had a lot to announce for, and I want to kind of go over everything right now so you guys know what to expect. And also, I want to kind of give my thoughts on a couple key important stuff that I find I'm most interested in the most. As always, if you enjoy your time in the Pizza Party and want to show your support, like the video, comment down below, and tell me your thoughts of the PlayStation Showcase if you enjoyed it or not, what you're most anticipated for. Subscribe, go check out all my socials in the link in the description below, and go check me out on twitch.tv/gamingpizzaboy when I go live. In fact, I'll be live tomorrow at 12 p.m. CST to continue some Gotham Knights. Also, quickly, also to mention in the description I'll put in is also the link to the video for the PlayStation Showcase as well too. So if you would like to go see all of that stuff right there as well, make sure you go take a look at it and let me know what your thoughts are throughout this event. Without further ado, let's get right into it and let's discuss some stuff right now. Now, there are tons of games to worry about exactly when it comes to this event, so we're not going to be going through all of them, as not everything is going to be what I'm interested in the most, but there are a couple key ones I will get out of the way, of course, and some that are my favorites, of course. The first one I'll just get out of the way, of course, is obviously the cool PlayStation 2023 accessories. I'll just kind of mention for fun. I do not have a PlayStation 5, but I thought it was a pretty interesting when they show up the accessories. They have a lot of pretty cool ones to announce, so one of which is to mention is that they have this cool, like, type of tablet thing they're working on right now with their PlayStation, where it's like a connected, like, control with a screen, which kind of works connectedly with your PS5 and stuff like that, so you can be able to, I guess, like, play the game, I guess, from, like, a small little handheld device of some sort. It's an interesting device. It's from their thing called, like, Project Q, I think it's called, which allows you to, like, play games installing your PS5 and stream over Wi-Fi with this little device. They also introduced these cool little PlayStation special wireless earbuds, which actually works on both PS5 and PC, with awesome, really nice, good lossless audio and stuff like that, which sounds really cool, I have to say, so far. And the design of it looks pretty cool. I gotta say, that's a pretty cool accessory. I don't know if whenever I'll get a PS5 or not, but honestly, for those who have one, I would definitely recommend keeping an eye on these projects, because this looks pretty interesting. The fact that they're making these two little things, especially Project Q, that little device with a tablet to your controller, which is nice. You can just connect over streaming from Wi-Fi and play your installed games on your PS5 right there. I just think that's a pretty cool thing right there. Honestly, really neat. So definitely something I think is anticipating for if I ever decide to get PS5 and want to get something like this. But for anyone, just to mention, who has PS5, I would recommend you guys definitely keep an eye out for this for sure. I thought I'd just mention that away because I like looking at accessories, and I thought it was a pretty cool thing to mention. A couple games I want to mention real quickly is some of the VR games quickly that I'm really excited for the most. There are actually a really good amount of these VR games that I'm excited for very much indeed, which most of them are probably going to be just for PSVR 2 at the moment, but I feel like sometime soon they're going to be all available eventually for PC, I can bet you. The ones in factor I want to kind of mention is, of course, Synapse, Crossfire Sierra Squad, Arizona Sunshine 2, and Resident Evil 4 VR mode. So first to mention is Arizona Sunshine 2, which I never played the first one. I never played that game, but it seems like basically it's like a kind of like another kind of zombie game of some sorts, where you're just like fighting against a bunch of wave of zombies. It looks like a really cool concept of a game right there. The description read about this in the video says that dust off your shotgun and sharpen your machete, accompanied by the all-new friend, and of Arizona Sunshine 2, takes you back to the limb-strewn deserts of post-apocalyptic Arizona in this gory next-gen sequel to one of the VR's most played games. I never played the first one, unfortunately, so I have never got a chance to try out for myself, but I've seen this trailer so far, and I'm actually anticipating to maybe give the first one a try before the sequel does come out. So if you like some gory zombie killing action, I would recommend keeping your eyes open for this. You definitely probably want to get your hands on it for sure. It looks really cool. I like me some zombie killing, so this is definitely an anticipated game I'm very much looking forward to. Another game I'm really excited for the most is actually Crossfire Sierra Squad, which really looks like a really good, almost like a VR version of Call of Duty, basically. It really looks pretty promising to me. The description from this video recommends, it says that in Crossfire Sierra Squad, you are the leader of an elite paramilitary fire team with a global risk organization facing an unexpected skirmish with the rival Blacklist organization. Battle a variety of crafty enemies and a relentless search for the truth, and prove why you were selected as the interpreted leader of the most feared special unit in existence, Sierra Squad. When you drop into action, you'll experience all the high-quality characters, maps, and movements that Crossfire fans have been accustomed to, but now in VR. fierce paramilitary action between rival factions, Blacklist, and Global Risk, and a variety of indoor and outdoor battle scenes with over 60 campaign missions will keep you riveted. 30 types of weapons, including pistols, rifles, throwables, throwbackables, grenades, sniper rifles, revolutionary scoping cannons, gives you plenty of options to dispatch 17 types of enemies. You also engage with heavy artillery like helicopters and LAVs in full 360 VR space, so be sure to keep your head on a swivel. Killing enemies that won't be easy, but if you need help, you can recruit up to 3 friends and jump into a large-scale co-op play. Obviously, with this game, obviously Crossbar or Sierra Squad is a big game. A lot of people probably played before, but this time it's going to be in VR. But it definitely gives me that same vibe like many FPS games we all familiar with very much, but this time in VR. It doesn't sound like it will have like multiplayer, like competitive kind of features. At least I don't know if it really will, pretty much. But it does sound like it will have co-op play completely as you team up with 3 of your friends to do this for sure. As you take on many different enemies and probably different kind of missions. I am looking forward to this very much because I actually like me some FPS games, and obviously VR. I never really played any FPS VR games that seriously, so this will be kind of an anticipating game to try. I actually want to give this a try for sure, especially playing with friends. So this is definitely on my list for sure. Indeed, I want to definitely keep an eye out for this and see maybe when this does get on PC, maybe I can try this with friends. So I'm actually very excited for this very much indeed. One very much, of course, I'm very excited for the most is Synapses. Which Synapse basically is a really cool VR game by the looks of it that's going to have like a story to be told pretty much in this game. It basically explains from the award team, winning team that behind that of Fract, Phantom Cover-Ops, and even the Far Cry VR. You dive into the insanity comes the next generation of immersive VR action. Unleash your inner anti-hero with deadly weaponry in one hand and expressive telekinetic power abilities in the other in a VR action shooter experience created exclusively for PlayStation VR 2. In this latest trailer, the team revealed its launch window and excellent, exciting talent behind the game. So basically in this game, you apparently play as like, I guess this, like some kind of anti-hero as you are basically about to enter some guy's mind of some sort in this machine as you explore this weird immersive VR world, as you have to use your one gun in your right hand and the other hand is basically used for your telekinetic powers of some sort as you fight off waves of enemies and just survive throughout this kind of weird virtual experience. Basically, it looks really promising. I love where it goes for. It honestly looks really beautiful of a game, and I like where the playstyle kind of goes. It gives me off like similar to Super Hot almost in some ways, but instead of just worrying about slowing down, speeding up, you're basically just kind of already moving around freely at your own pace and just taking your time with against enemies as you just explore the world around you, basically fighting off the threat that you're trying to like go through the mind of. I like this game, but based on what it looks of it, it looks really immersive and beautiful, and I think Synapses could be quite an interesting VR experience game. So I'm hoping at least that this will turn to be a really good one as well. So that's definitely on my list for sure. But one final thing to mention, of course, for VR, obviously, and that's the one I'm very anticipated for the most because I still need to get this game on normal playstyle on my PC. This is the game I'm going to definitely have to get around to streaming for sure the most, and that is, of course, Resident Evil 4 VR mode. Yes, just like the original Resident Evil 4 got into VR mode, this remake version of it also got a VR mode now too. So Resident Evil 4 remake, besides just playing on the standard form of it, it will now have a VR experience for all of you to enjoy as well. The description reads about this: experience the ultimate immersive experience as Leon S. Kennedy takes on a grueling rescue mission, coming as free DLC for the PlayStation 5 version of Resident Evil 4, which is really exciting to me very much, and it's a free DLC. And I'm hoping for sure at least that maybe if this is the case for PSVR 2, maybe we'll see this for PC as well, because I really enjoy playing VR games and I want to get back to it again, like I mentioned. And I still need to get Resident Evil 4 Remake a try, and the game looks really beautiful based on what I've seen people play it. And based on looking at this trailer, the VR experience is also, once again, very awesome as well. I love what they're going for this, and I'm looking forward to hopefully giving this a try when this hopefully does get on Steam. But for all you guys who has a PSVR 2 or planning to, you guys got your chance right now to enjoy this, so make sure you get ready for that. It definitely looks pretty interesting. I think you guys are going to really have fun with it very much. Alright, moving on to some other interesting games out of the VR system right now. A couple games I'm going to mention before we lead to my big one I'm excited for the most, and I'm pretty sure everyone is. First, to get out of the way, another game I'm really excited for the most is actually Concord. I am pretty excited about this one, interesting one, which, based on the description, it states it's a new PvP multiplayer first-person shooter from Fireworks Studios, which will be launching in 2024 for both PS5 and PC. To stay up to date, you can go follow their official play on Concord on social media, obviously, so make sure you guys do that. I'm probably doing it for myself. I like what it's going on for this game because it looks like it has like some kind of synthwave style kind of vibe to it in this game, futuristic. It just gives me that similar vibe, especially for the fact that it's gonna be a PvP multiplayer first-person shooter. I have no idea what to expect right now from Fireworks Studios, but based on just the trailer alone, even though it's not much, I just like the cinematic design of what's going for. So hopefully we'll see some gameplay very soon for this. I just like what I'm seeing right now just from the cinematic, but who knows, maybe this will be something pretty interesting to look forward to. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for this. I will be definitely keep an eye up to date for this game for sure if it's something that pops up, because I really do like some first-person shooters, as you know, like I said, and obviously I do like the idea of synthwave style kind of stuff a little bit because it does give up that vibe. So who knows, maybe this was a pretty interesting release for a lot of us. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Another game I'm pretty excited for the most is Fair Games, which is one of the first games that was just shown off immediately when it launched, and it has a really interesting, cool gameplay right here. It is only shown in CGI. It doesn't show any gameplay just yet, but based on the game, it looks like it's going to be basically a type of competitive modern heist game. And the description reads that it states, "Welcome to Fair Games, your chance to rob the rich and rebalance the scales. Fair Games is a competitive modern heist game where you team up to break into exotic locations and steal the cargo. The twist, you only need to outsmart guards and security systems. You also compete against other teams. Crews that extract with the most loot and flair might just rise to the top of Fair Games. Take it until you make it. Who will you recruit first into your crew?" So as I said, it's basically kind of like a team game, basically where you are basically trying to complete heists. It kind of gives me similar vibes to that of like Payday, basically, but also has like a futuristic design similar to games like obviously like Cyberpunk or Watch Dogs or something like that. I wonder maybe you'll be like working to play with your teammates maybe online as you go through these heist teams like Payday and trying to hopefully take some money and get some very rare exotic items in these locations and escape pretty easily. So I want to see how this game plays out. I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting one, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that for sure. This is definitely a game that we want to keep an eye out for sure, very much. I think Fair Games could be quite an interesting take. We'll have to keep an eye out for the most. One more game on my list that I'm most excited for the most. This is a big one that I know even everyone, including myself, are probably going to be excited for the most, and that is obviously Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Now, I have yet to play the Marvel's Miles Morales to catch up the story, but definitely for sure watching Marvel Spider-Man 2's trailer for the first time is something I am very much anticipating for them, very much indeed, as we get ready for this anticipating story. The description reads about this is that launching in fall 2023, Kraven's hunters are in pursuit of Dr. Kirk Connors, aka the Lizard, and Spider-Man Peter Parker and Miles Morales need to stop him, obviously, as we as we know from the trailer based on the gameplay and stuff like that. Launching fall 2023, Marvel Spider-Man 2 is the next game in PlayStation's critically acclaimed Marvel Spider-Man franchise, developed by Insomniac Games in collaboration with Marvel Games and PlayStation for the PlayStation 5 console. Obviously, we might see this someday come to PC down the line, of course, but obviously PlayStation 5 will get it first, obviously, no doubt. But this game on the trailer, based on what we're seeing, is so exciting. We're seeing so many characters we're being introduced to, especially both Kraven the Hunter, Dr. Kirk Connors, aka the Lizard. We see Miles Morales back again. We see Peter Parker back as Spider-Man as usual again, and also the fact that he's also wearing the freaking symbiote, so we know Venom is back, of course. And we get to see this whole open world much more expanded, very much. The graphics look beautiful. The combat looks even more better than before, and even new combat than ever. And there's a lot more to kind of go for this game. I am very much excited for this. This looks like it's going to be a game I'm much waiting for all our Spider-Man fans, that are including myself. I do need to get around to playing the other Miles game very soon for that, but this one very much is so anticipating. I am so excited for this. I cannot wait for this game. It's going to be a really big game for all of us to enjoy. There's a lot to go for it. I have no doubts for sure that a lot of people are going to be enjoying for this. So this is definitely a very must-have game for sure. I do enjoy what's going for with the stealth combat, the regular normal fighting combat, the open world aspect, traveling, the many different enemies, the characters to explore. I just like seeing just Miles and Peter kicking some butt a little bit right there and dealing with much bigger threats. Besides just Kraven obviously being back as well this time for this game, but also Dr. Kirk Connors, the Lizard. So it's pretty dope, honestly, not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited for this. Definitely exciting game I'm looking forward very much. This probably, obviously, is definitely the number one pick. I know me and many others are probably going to say the same thing. Everyone's probably going to be looking forward for this game. Definitely looking forward. Very much so. Big hype for it. Big hype indeed. So yeah, that's all my games I am very much excited for. Very excited for all these games indeed. If I have to pick like my top 3 of what I'm very much excited for most, probably I'd probably say at least for me in third place would probably be at least Synapse. I'm pretty excited for that game. For my VR game for second, I would probably give Concord definitely, because I would definitely want to see hopefully how that kind of goes for, since I want to see more gameplay of that. If I did not, since there's no gameplay as much of it, I would also count Marathon too, but that also was just a teaser. But yeah, at least those two are like tied to me. At least I'm excited for most, because I'm excited for some more PvP action, kind of get a little more. And for my number 1 pick, obviously Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Very excited for that. Can't wait for that game indeed. There's many of these other games I'm definitely think that are pretty amazing, but these picks as I mentioned more specifically are the ones I am most excited for. Very much. So definitely looking forward to it. Anyway, with that being said, I think that's it for now. I had a great time watching the event. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, your thoughts for the event. What game are you most excited for? Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you for all this for the love and support as always, guys. I appreciate it. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Keep on partying. I'll see you guys next time here at the Pizza Party. Take care, my friends, and let's get excited for some of these new games, guys. All right, take care, everyone. Peace.